So Sonic Forces seems to be getting mostly positive reception, but there is a little bit of that negative side of why people aren't really excited for this game and actually are hating on this game. Alright, so before we actually start this video off, I just want to thank you guys for 800 subscribers. That was insane. But thank you guys. Now I'm going to hop into the video, so I'm not going to waste your time. So there's been a ton of complaints about Sonic Forces for many reasons. And a lot of these rants I've seen in these videos aren't really well thought out, and a lot of them contradict themselves. A prime example is not sending hate or hating on this particular channel, Nintendo Life, but they made a rant video called Sonic Forces is bad only after just playing the demo, and this video was very bad. It was not a good video in my opinion, because in the video he literally just scooped the bottom of the barrel and kept throwing it at you guys basically over and over repeatedly, and a lot of times he shot down his own arguments of why Sonic Forces was bad. And that video in particular sparked a lot of hate towards his channel, and that just made me realize where fans are actually at on the spectrum of how they feel about Sonic Forces. But it's really weird. A lot of fans are skeptical, mostly because they don't want to fall into the trap of getting hyped for a Sonic game only to be disappointed, which I can actually understand that. But then there's the other fans who have like legitimate concerns about the game, and then there's just these one fans that complain about this game even though they love Generations and Colors, which is basically Forces, and that kind of boggles my mind of why. Like, the main point of this video is to ask the question why, and I guess to try to figure it out and give my opinion what I think on Sonic Forces exactly. Okay, so some of the complaints I've seen before, such as people complaining about the placement of dash pads, that complaint really triggered me. They tried to justify it in some way, saying you should already be going fast and you don't need a dash pad in a game. But that complaint was honestly very bad and lackluster to me because of the dash pads. And even the complaint about wisps. Here's what I said to wisps to somebody else before. I told them the wisp just pretty much became a staple of the series. I hope it is explained in Forces, but it's basically such as the item boxes or the monitor boxes that you see around in Sonic. Nobody asks questions of why they are there and why they're placed there. No one asks questions such as why are there loop-de-loops in the middle of the road. You know? It's like one of those things. I don't think every single detail of Sonic needs to be explained, because Sonic jumping off of walls that are randomly placed in the city is weird enough. So wisps being in containers that you're able to pick up isn't too different in my opinion than that, and I don't think it needs to be a detailed explanation of why they are there. And personally, I prefer the wisp mechanic over getting the rings, because it makes you really conserve your boost, because wisps, at least in Colors, they weren't really there as much as rings, so you kind of had to conserve your boost and know when to use it, and you had the opportunity to use it when you wanted to. You didn't have to boost. That's the thing. You could probably beat a lot of Generations without actually boosting in the game. But back to the Nintendo Life thing. The main guy on the Nintendo Life channel, I believe his name is Alex, actually said that the custom heroes kind of felt hollow, and they're pretty much all gonna be the same, and they're not as fast as Sonic, and they're just a slower version of Sonic. Now I personally cannot speak on that. I have not played the demo and I have not been able to try out a custom hero, but we all have a good idea of how modern Sonic and classic Sonic plays, but we don't have a specific idea of how the custom hero plays. So that I can actually agree on. Well, I can't technically agree on because I haven't tried it myself, like I said, but I'll take his word for it, because from the looks of it, the custom hero doesn't look to be too special. But that's not my main attraction of Sonic Forces. But I will say, he brought up another point, that the first stage you played as Modern Sonic in the demo was short, and because it was short, it's bad. and that really triggered me. He kind of just called the game bad off of the demo. He called the game as a whole bad. Everything was bad. He said it was a technical hot mess, and he said it was a low resolution, which I find the funny part is many other people who have played this game at E3 have not said that whatsoever. And I don't understand where this burst of biased hate for the game is coming from. I don't understand. But people such as Commander456, who has played it for himself, has actually made a video on it talking about everything basically in the demo, and he explained it in quite good detail, and he captured footage of it, and I don't see it, and it's not really adding up. So I'm a little confused there. But enough with the Nintendo Life complaints, because a lot of people did agree with him, but a lot of people disagreed with him. So I'm going to go back to what a lot of the fans are saying. And after this, I will give my personal opinion on everything. So this one kind of is annoying. A lot of the people who talk about Sonic Forces will say that the game doesn't look interesting, it's not impressive, it's not new, which is the most mind-boggling part. A lot of the fans love the new modern Sonic style, such as Generations and Colors, right? But then they do it with this game, and then all of a sudden it gets crapped on. I don't get that. That's what a lot of the fans want now. They want that new gameplay style. Lost World tried something different and it was mixed, so that's not here to stay. But everybody wanted the Unleashed gameplay back, or Colors, or whatever. But now that they did that, it's getting crapped on. I don't get that at all. And then it's like the complaints with the Wisps and all that. I already addressed all that stuff. So it's so weird. It's like, do you not want to like this game, or is it like, what? That's the thing I don't get. Like, what is it exactly when it comes to that? That's the only part I can't really explain to you guys, or even explain to myself. I don't get that part. But that's all I really have to say about that. And also, if you're one of these people, I legitimately want to hear your opinion. Like, I'm not hating on anyone else's opinion. I'm just sharing what I think and feel about this. So I actually legitimately want to hear what you guys think, because I want to know more what people think about this game. Alright, so here's how I feel about Sonic Forces. So I was not really expecting what we got, but I'm okay with what we got. If you want me to be completely honest, I don't know what I expected. I just wanted a game. It's been too long since a enjoyable game, I should say. I didn't enjoy Lost World, and I didn't even touch Boom. I'm not touching that game ever, and I don't really care for the handheld games. I don't think they're bad, because I hear Fire and Ice is actually not bad, but I personally don't want to touch that game because I just don't feel like it, and I don't even play my 3DS. But anyways, so here's how I feel about Sonic Forces. I feel like like when I look at this game, it makes me like Generations a lot less, because I feel like this is what Generations could have been. Because Generations was just redone old stages, which was cool at the time, and the hub world was just all white space, and basically most of the game took place, well, not most of the game, but like most of the story elements were just in a white space and unmemorable sections because it was literally a white space. I feel like this game is what Generations could have been. It could have been a full fleshed out story with a lot going on, and there's a world, an actual world going on around the characters, and it just feels like a bigger experience. There's even a world map, and you go to different sections of the world and you choose the stage select, which reminds me a lot of Sonic Unleashed, like a lot, and that's really cool. And I feel like this is what Generations could have been, but Generations was more of an anniversary game, so I'll let that slide. But it's like, this is the potential being unleashed. Joke right there, I'm gonna stop. That could have been for Generations, and I feel like I'm finally getting that, and I feel like it's gonna be a good game. I don't feel like this game's gonna be the best Sonic game, or it's gonna be amazing, but I feel like it's gonna be a pretty good game. I feel like it's gonna be one of those games IGN gives it like an 8 or 7 out of 10 or something like that. That's what I'm expecting, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. You never know. Like, even Mania could be bad. We don't know for sure. But I'm looking forward for Mania 2, by the way, for you guys wondering. That game's gonna be, I think it's gonna be great. Like, you can't really screw that up. Like, I don't know how you can screw that up. It's classic Sonic. Like, we already know what to expect and they already know what to make. So it's like, you know, there's not much you can screw up there, but we'll see. So I'll leave you guys. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to hit that sub button, and if you liked it, make sure to like and leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think below. See you guys in the next one.